What's going on, people? It's your boy Tops back again, live for another Tops in the Morning show. Big up everyone in the building, live and direct. On to the topics at hand. Obviously, Arsenal are under huge pressure to sell some of their key players, and yeah, it looks like potentially, one sec. It looks like potentially it could be Jakub Kivior and your man there. I can't remember his name. Fabio Vieira. Obviously, an article was dropped here. It says Arsenal have been told to lower their demands for Fabio Vieira as they attempt to offload several players before the end of the transfer window. The Gunners have spent £200 million on new signings this summer, including £63.5 million on Victor Gyökeres, 51 on Martin Zubimendi, and 42 on Noni Madueke. I'm not sure those figures are pretty accurate, but whatever. Fabio Vieira is one of the several Arsenal players who want to leave the club this summer. He was signed from Porto for £30 million in 2020. It was 34, but it's never really been on a mainstay. Arteta is aware he's got some players to get out of the door before the obviously window shuts. They remain interested in more arrivals, with Crystal Palace Eze still a target despite his links to Tottenham. Now, David Ornstein's come out and said we're not in the race for Eze, so I'm not sure how legit this is. However, despite having a lot of headroom regarding PSR regulations, they are tight on the UEFA financial fair play rules. Some fringe players, and that's definitely been briefed, some fringe players will need to be sold to rectify this, and Portuguese midfielder Vieira has been lined up as one of those. The 25-year-old has fallen out of favour under the boss Mikel Arteta, shipped out on loan to Porto last season, and the club they brought in from the summer of 2023 for around £30 million. Vieira is back in training at London Colney, but was omitted from the squad that secured a 1-0 Premier League opening day win at Manchester United at Old Trafford on Sunday. Arsenal want to recoup as much as £30 million as possible, but that's proven a difficult task, even after dropping their demands to around £25 million. I mean, I said you're probably better off just trying to get 17 for him, if I'm being honest, man. I don't think you're going to get anything more than probably 17, 18, especially if it's not going to be anyone from the Premier League, because, again, clubs around Europe don't really have money like that. I'll be honest, man. They don't really shell out 30 or 40 million on other people's squad players. It's normally like first teamers that make a move, and maybe even then it's kind of a difficult thing. You look at like Roma for Sancho, they bidded 20 mil. Like, they ain't going to bid more than that. Not to say he's worth more than that in this current state. I mean, Chelsea had a £25 million deal for last year, and obviously they broke because they didn't want to keep him. So yeah, I feel like, yeah, when you're selling them kind of like deadwood players or players that are not going to be part of your squad around Europe, you're either going to go on loan, or it's going to be maximum probably 30 million. Maybe you probably get 30, 35. You're not going to get 60, 70, unless it's like one of your star players, key players, and whatnot. So yeah, or he's English maybe. So yeah, Portugal president Andre Villas-Boas was in touch with the North Londoners over a permanent return for Vieira earlier this summer after making 42 appearances all competitions, but they are not in the financial position to give Arsenal what they want. So again, Porto, which he originally came from, can't even pay back what they got from us. Bundesliga side Stuttgart are also monitoring the situation. They are eyeing Vieira as a replacement as the 23-year-old Frenchman Enzo Mullet, who has recently joined Saudi for around £24 million, which could rise to 26 million with add-ons. So basically, we're trying to say, yeah, you sell him, and then obviously pay that same money to us, innit? So no one understands that the Germans would only be willing to pay around 17 million, including add-ons. That's dead. That means the base fee is probably going to be about, I don't know, 10, 12, if that, and then like 5 million in add-ons. Yeah, that's low-key dead. I'll be real. For me, it should be 17 fixed. Like, we're definitely going to get that. Do you know what I'm saying? Also, are willing to hold out for the right price, but Stuttgart are prepared to move on to other targets and negotiations break down. Yeah. Again, I don't think he's particularly worth. I think Fabio Vieira has been a massive, massive fail, if I'm being honest, man. But yeah, you got to try and get some money for him, man, especially because he's not part of the squad either. So yeah, big up Darren Man says, big up Tots, big up yourself, bro. Hope you are well. Big up Jake says, hi Tots, big up yourself, brother. Hope you're good as well, my friend. But yeah, interesting. But yeah, I feel like potentially he probably won't even go Stuttgart. I got a feeling he's going to probably go somewhere else in Europe. Maybe for about £15 million in the end. I think we're going to probably have to lower our demands. Only 2 weeks left of the transfer window, so if you're going to make moves, you gotta get a move on, man. You've got to get a move on for sure. Otherwise, it's going to be looking very, very long, man. Very, very long indeed. Big up everyone in the building. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel. On to obviously other news about Tottenham. Tottenham pushed to agree Eze deal before Crystal Palace Conference League clash. Obviously, Tottenham are very confident of reaching an agreement for Crystal Palace to sign Eze. TalkSport understands. Negotiations are being led by Daniel Levy, and he's talking directly to, obviously, Steve Parish. Talks are expected to accelerate in the next 48 hours. So, yeah, he's going Spurs, man. He's going Spurs. Spurs are prepared to pay a package of around £60 million and are hoping to reach an agreement in principle before, obviously, Palace have got their UEFA Conference League qualifier on Thursday. Boss Oliver Glasner said after Sunday's draw, he expects Eze to feature in that game, but Tottenham's aim is to strike a deal before that. Eze will not be cup tied for the Champions League if he does. Eze's £68 million release clause has already expired, but it does not change much with Spurs always intending on a bidding below that. Sorry, so £60 million is a very good deal. Eze has already been informed Palace of his desire to leave, but does not want to sit out games while still a Palace player. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. An agreement was almost in place on Saturday night, leading to suggestions from Eze that Eze might be omitted from the matchday squad, but he was not deemed close or certain enough to stop the England attacker playing at Stamford Bridge, where I thought he had a good game. Very unlucky to have his goal disallowed as well, which potentially might have ended up winning them the game. Palace made a call to start Eze less than 24 hours before the game. And the 27-year-old had a free kick chalked off in the goalless draw at the end of the match, stood in front of Palace fans and showed appreciation. It appeared as though it could have been a goodbye, but that was dismissed by Glasner. Well, yeah. I mean, that's it, man. Eze has already agreed terms with Spurs, while Palace are actively sourcing replacements. The Eagles have made an approach to Leicester City's Canus, with the Foxes seeking around 30 million. He's a good player, Canus. I feel like he's a nice, tidy little playmaker. So that won't be a bad replacement, especially with the price. You're going to literally pay half than what you're probably going to sell Eze for. So, yeah, the Moroccan's international owned 22 million release relegation clause has already expired. Obviously, Club Brugge has got a player that's another option as well. What did Glasner say? Glasner said he expects Eze to still be a Palace player and was planning for him to play on Thursday in the Conference League. After the draw with Chelsea, he addressed the future of Eze and Gay. There are a lot of rumors about Eze and Gay, but they're 100% with the group, and that improved that in a big way. On the future of Eze, he says he will come tomorrow to the Crystal Palace training ground. Tuesday off, we take Wednesday, and I expect him to be back playing for us, obviously, on Thursday in the Conference League. Glasner also addressed the moment where Eze seemingly said farewell to the Eagle fans. Asked if Eze turned and applauded the fans could be the goodbye to the club. He said no. As for whether he will be a Palace player beyond the transfer window, says I don't know, but I think it was not a way of goodbye. So yeah, he's basically just saying, listen, pay the money that we want, then he's going to be yours, kind of vibe in it. You get me? But yeah, I reckon he'll be a Spurs player by the end of next week, I'd say, for definite, man. Because these negotiations can take a little bit of time for sure. So yeah, man. Big up everyone in the building, man. Make sure you guys like the video and subscribe to the channel. Big up ST. Says hello, everyone. Big up yourself, bro. Big up yourself every single time. Big up Jake. He says Leeds United won 1-0 yesterday. Yeah, do you guys think it's a penalty? I don't think it's a penalty personally. I think it's man harsh. People obviously Gary Neville and Carragher were saying he was leaning in, but bro, like the guy. He's leaning in, but he's obviously actively trying to make sure his hand doesn't touch it by putting his arms in his back. It's not like he's obviously extending his elbow or extending his arm to try and make himself bigger. He's actually trying to make himself smaller and lean in with his shoulder. Do you know what I'm saying? If it hits his arm, that's not him actively trying to stop it with his arm. You can see it. You can see from where he is, bro. I don't think that's very harsh, man, to give a penalty for that, man. If he's And also as well, like I'm sure the rules was like if you obviously approach your arm towards the ball. So if you make a motion towards the ball, then that's when it's a penalty. But he doesn't. Like his arm is near his side. He's just leaning with his shoulder, which you can do. So yeah, I think it was mad harsh if I'm being honest, bro. Did you see the handball that was given for the pen? That was never a handball. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Again, where was Tarkowski supposed to put his hand? Yeah, I agree, bro. Like I don't get how or why they were saying it was a penalty. Me personally, I don't know if anyone disagrees. You'll have to let me know in the chat if you thought it was a penalty or not, or if you didn't think it was a penalty, let me know. But yeah, man, I just don't see how it is a penalty for me, because for me, yeah, that means basically you can't lean then, because obviously if you lean, your arm's gonna obviously lean forward, but it's not like he was actively trying to block it with his arm. That's just his body, in it. Like, you got to put your arm somewhere. And yeah, like I said, that means you have to cut out leaning, because if you lean, you're obviously your whole body frame is going to go towards the ball, including your arm, even if you get it tucked into your kind of body midriff kind of thing. So yeah, I don't think it was a penalty at all, man. I'd be very, very annoyed if that was given against me, to be honest with you. You compare that one to the one at Bournemouth when he's doing basketball against Liverpool, and then they said that was not intentional. That's why they didn't give it. But then that one, they're trying to say it's intentional, even though his arm is not even touching, like he's not even leaning towards the ball. It's crazy. Big ol' ST says also, Tom's, let's face it, our business is done for the transfer window. I can only see outcomes now. Yeah, 100% it's done, man. And yeah, that's going to obviously affect my transfer window scoring massively if that is obviously finished, because again, we've not done enough, nowhere near. You've seen kind of the deficiencies against Man United. Like I said, Odegaard, I thought, again, in the first phase was actually playing quite well. Then in the second phase, where we needed him to make the killer pass in transition, he was absolutely failed. He failed miserably. I mean, I watched that game back, actually, and there was so many, bro, we must have had about 7 or 8, I'm not even like exaggerating, chances in transition where we could have actually made a chance, and we just messed every single one up. It's crazy looking back at the game, man. And yeah, that just shows you that we're not a transitional team. And yeah, we need to massively improve on that. And we had that load of last season, to be fair. There was a 5-minute clip, I think it was just Martinelli alone, where he was running through on goal and we just messed up. I don't think we scored any of the transitions, man. So yeah, it's crazy, man. Big ol' ST says a heavy investment has been spunked on Madueke. Awful decision, in my opinion. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy, man. Big up yourself, ST. Big up Carlos, man. EFPL league code for Chanzo. Yeah, man. Make sure you guys join up the T Chanzo Sports Fantasy Football League. That is the code, right, Dessa. So yeah, man, big up yourself for putting that in the chat again. Big up Carlos says, what day does the transfer shot winner shot? September the 1st. Yeah, it is September the 1st. It's crazy because depending on like what year it is, sometimes it's like August 31st. Sometimes it's been like September, like the 2nd or 3rd if it's on a weekend. So yeah, it always changes every year. But yeah, it's September the 1st. So yeah, bro, what is it, the 19th of August? So we are running out a little bit of time, man. What, less than 2 weeks to go until obviously the window's done. So normally a lot of stuff happens in the last week of the window. So we'll have to wait and see if anything arises, man. Tops, how was your day yesterday? All good, brother. All good. Hope you are well, my guy. Hope you're good yourself. The rules are cooked, says Carlos. Well, you're supposed to put your. This is what I'm saying, bro. It's crazy. Like, yeah, it's crazy, man. It's not like I said, his arms were by his side. In fact, his arms was behind his back. It was like he was actively trying not to handball it. That's the thing that's mad. So I don't know why Carragher never was saying it's a penalty. It's crazy. I don't know, man. Maybe they're trying to back the referees for the decision, but I think it was crazy, man. For example, if he didn't give it, the VAR isn't overturning that. VAR's not saying that's a clear and obvious error. So yeah, it's mad. I don't think that's a penalty at all, bro. Especially when, like you said, he's not actively trying to extend his elbow to block it. In that position, that's the only way that's a penalty for me. I mean, I know obviously in Europe they kind of give those for penalties and stuff, but not for me, man. Not for me. The game is actually gone. I 100% 100% agree. 100% agree, bro. Tops, no more signings were made. No, yeah, 100%. Yeah, I think it's done now. I think it's done, bro. Big up Darren for being in the building. But yeah, the game is actually gone, Carlos, to be fair. In comparison to the handball last week in the Charity Shield final. Yeah, man, this is what I'm saying. The handball that wasn't given, that wasn't clear and obvious. The handball that Bournemouth did on Friday, where he was literally playing basketball, and that was intentional because he knew Mama was clearing through on goal, so he just went like that instinctively, just to make sure he had something on it to block it. So yeah, and those were seen as 2 incidents that were not intentional. But then when the guy's putting his arm behind his chest or behind his back or whatever, that's the one that they give the penalty for. It's like, what? There's just no consistency already. First week, you know, and the referees are still on the same effery. It's crazy. I think Arsenal moved for a Gucci on load. Oh, brother. Please. But yeah, keeper's still holding the ball for over 8 seconds. Bournemouth handball that was never given as a disallowed goal, and now pen for a handball that was never a handball. All of the first week. It's going to be a long season, bro. It's going to be a long season, man. Yeah, especially with the refs, bro. This is what happens when you don't obviously address the elephant in the room. When majority, 99% of fans, whether you support Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool, Man City, we're not happy with the refereeing standard last year. But yet, we've still got the same refs. So, of course, they're just going to be exactly the same, if not worse, a year on. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's crazy. I always say, man, just bring foreign refs. They're never going to do it. But just bring foreign refs, bro. There's no biasness. There's no kind of idea or insinuating that they favor one team or another. They don't support any English team. They're just going to referee how they referee and then done. Do you get me? Not saying referees overseas can't be dodgy as well, because they definitely can be. But, bro, I'm just sick of seeing the same refs in England that just make the same mistakes and VAR that don't correct it for sure. I said, no thanks. I said, Darren, what do you mean? You've got Odegaard, Martinelli, and Havertz with a laughing emoji. Yeah, these guys are stinking, man, to be fair. I think Martinelli is a lost clause. I mean, I've never rated Havertz. I mean, Odegaard's, there's still a little bit of hope in me that he can come back to hope. I still think he's a good player, but he's run out of chances, fam. He's run out of chances, bro. You get me? He's been sticking out for a minute now. I'll be real. You got to be honest, bro, and say his performances have not been up to par. And yesterday kind of highlighted, Sunday kind of highlighted some good moments that he had, but then ultimately what's been letting him down for the last year is his decision making and lack of execution when it comes to passing. You know what I'm saying? Simple passes, bro. You could have put in Gyökeres, you could have put in Martinelli. And that's literally what you're in the team for. You're supposed to be our final conductor. I know he's naturally a number 8. He's not actually even a 10, really. We've just shoehorned him in there to play him in there, but he's not a 10. I think Arteta plays him up front, in that 10 role, because he likes his pressing from that 10 position. But in terms of on the ball, he's an 8, bro. He's an 8. He's not actually that creative when you actually deep his numbers and how he actually creates chances, man. He's just very good at combination play, lower down in the areas of the pitch. Do you know what I'm saying? So when he's combining with Saka or Ben White, then that's when he's at his best. But actually playing that final key ball on a consistent basis, I don't think he's ever been that guy, to be honest with you. So, yeah, man. Pep Guardiola apparently has closed the door on Savinho leaving Manchester City. So Spurs wanted to sign the winger in a potential club record deal, but Guardiola does not want him to lose him. I feel like potentially Guardiola has kind of said to the board, like, Rico Lewis and Savinho are not going, because obviously Rico Lewis played very well actually against Wolves. He was linked to a move to Nottingham Forest, and now Savinho was linked to a move to Spurs. But yeah, but according to this, he's not going to go to Spurs, man. He's not going to go to Spurs, which again, I feel like it would be a big blow to them, because that would have been a fantastic signing. It means the Brazilian will stay at the Etihad this summer. Savinho only arrived at the club last summer, going on to make 29 appearances and another 9 in the Champions League. Only got 3 goals all comps. The winger also provided 10 assists in all competitions. Spurs may now move on to the wide targets, while they're also closing the signing of Eze. I think if they get another competent wide player and Eze, then I think they would have had a decent window, to be fair. Richarlison looks like a new man. You got Solanke to come back in. Kudus looks very good as well. And more importantly than all those players, you got a new manager in it. So, and obviously Thomas Frank is actually a good manager, to be honest. So we'll have to wait and see. I think Martinelli did well defensively. You saw when Madueke came on, United were killing us on the left. I mean, I think that's the only reason why Arteta keeps him in the team, because at times he was playing left back, man. And Calafiori was like left wing in the game, and he was tracking back and defending. But bro, you got to do more on the ball, man. Like that chance where he was in transition, another one of the transition opportunities, and he just kicked out a play, tried to pass it to Odegaard. It was a simple ball as well. There was no pressure on him or Odegaard. He could have just passed it, and he just kicked out a play with no pressure. It's like, brother, that technical ability, man. Like, come on. You've been at the club for nearly 6-7 years. That's an easy pass to do. There was no pressure on you. But like I said, it wasn't just him, because Saka was awful as well, I thought as well. I didn't think any of the second players were great. So I'm not just going to stick it on one particular person, because as a collective, we hardly had any chances, any shots, really. Do you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But it says, when you saw when Madueke came on United, yeah, I'm was spinning him, to be fair. Obviously, he's not, again, he's a winger in it, but yeah, he was spinning him. He was spinning him, man. And potentially could have scored at the end as well. I said he's a winger ST. No, obviously I know about I don't know if you're on about Madueke or Martinelli. What are we doing here, bro? I said I know, Carlos, I'm scraping the bottom of the barrel. Yeah, it's true. This is the issue, bro. This is the issue. And I think obviously big up Turkish, she's said it before as well. Like, how many times can we say he's worked hard as a winger, bro? It's like, what have you done going forward to actually help us score goals, bro? That's kind of the key issue here. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, with a laughing emoji. Semenyo would have been a better signing for the wingers with that man away. Yeah, 100% agree, man. 100% agree. And the thing is, it probably would have cost around about the same. Maybe a little bit more, maybe like 10 million more. I reckon about 60 million they would have sold Semenyo for before he signed a new deal. So yeah, and he's someone that can play on the left as well as the right. It's ridiculous, man. I agree. Even Gittins is not looking good. Just replace Madueke with someone younger and raw. Rodrigo Leao are the level raisers. Yeah. This is kind of the issue, man. I mean, Carragher did say it does feel like you kind of just are rotating the same kind of level of wingers that need time with another winger that needs time. You're not actually upgrading on the actual quality, which is a fair point, to be fair. And at some point, you'll probably I think what you may be counting on is the fact that Esteval might actually just increase the level while he's at the club. So he's just at a top level already quite early on. So then you don't actually have to replace him. You've already got a top level winger on one of the sides there already. But yeah, Gittins, he didn't really do too. I mean, you can't really judge off one. I mean, that's the first game I've ever seen him play, isn't it? Because I'm not watching preseason games, and he didn't do much. But again, it's just one game. It's the early game of the season. You're gonna give these players time to cook in it. I mean, a lot of players last year started mad slow, and then they end up getting a bit of momentum, and then ended up playing really, really well towards the end of the season. So long season to go for sure. But yeah, I get what you mean in terms of he's someone that Gittins is probably going to need time to improve in it because he's only 20. So but yeah, Leao and Rodrigo are the level raisers as the wingers, but we want Garnacho. Yeah, it's going to be a similar thing with him, man, because he's inconsistent as well. This is the problem with these wingers. That's why, again, I know it's like the going rate paying 50, 60 million, man, but bro, when they're so inconsistent, it's hard to justify the money, bro. I can't lie. Like, it's like for paying 50, 60 mil, you want to get someone that, half of the time, maybe 70% of the time, they're going to be contributing a decent level. Do you know what I'm saying? But with these wingers, it's like 45, 40%, 50% max that they might be decent, and then the other 50 or 45 or whatever, they're not very good. So it's like, yeah, very frustrating to see for sure. Must have bring in Bastoni. I don't know if I didn't see an official bid for him, but that would be a massive, massive, massive signing, man, if you got someone like him. Because again, he's someone that, you talk about level raisers, he raises your level of your defense tenfold in it, in terms of leadership, in terms of quality, etc., experience, all of that good stuff. So yeah, it's crazy. Man said, and failed Martinelli overhead kick 2 in the first half. LOL. Esteval is a baller. There's more talent in his less testicle than Martinelli and Saka combined. You better start performing like that then, brother. Because I've seen that shot. That went over the bar, rude boy. Yeah? Big statements, fam. You better get some points on the board too about your drawing at home. What is this? Friday night ball and Chelsea are back. You should be smoking West Ham. West Ham are crap, man. West Ham are so bad. You should be absolutely annihilating them, bro. Pretty easy as well, because they are rubbish. So yeah, we'll see. I'm expecting 3 or 4-0, to be fair. Spurs are the market for another attacking midfielder. After obviously James Maddison suffered an obviously ACL injury. What Pep had to say over Savinho, he says over the hat trick of assists in the 4-1 win over West Ham. He said he waxed lyrical of Savinho. He said, I think it's clear in his mind. Oh man, he doesn't think too much in his head when you are here for many years. Players like that deserve something special for what they've done. And yeah, that's all kind of what he said, I think. I do like their kit though. Their black kit, it's quite nice. But yeah, obviously that's Tottenham summer business so far. They've got Kudus in, Tail for 30 mil, Danso for 21, and then out Son. Yeah, Højbjerg left. I forgot about that. 17 mil. See, how the hell they're getting 17 mil for Højbjerg? We can't get 10 for Zinchenko. It's crazy. Like, what are we doing here, man? Even getting 20 for free from Son, he was washed. They still got 20 mil. It's madness. Well, yeah, better business, man. Better business. That is a big mistake. You have to prove it again and again. Savinho has everything to win and prove. Having an old-fashioned footballer with a left foot on the left and a right foot on the right. These kind of process help for what we need. The second goal at Leicester and the second goal today, he has a lot to improve. He's not aggressive enough with the ball, etc., etc., etc. So yeah, Spurs could make their third attacking sign on summer, but it won't be Savinho. So yeah, man, it don't look like he's going to be coming in. But yeah, big blow, man, big blow. I feel like that would have been a top signing for Spurs to make, but obviously not meant to be. Big up everyone in the chat, man. Make sure you guys like on the video and subscribe as well. I said, Estevan must have been wearing Timberlands after seeing that shot. Big up ST. Oh, you streaming? I'm not sure, you know. Was it Friday night? I might do, but it seems like a foregone conclusion you're gonna just smoke in a minute. So I don't know, fam. I might just chill out and just not stream it, man. I'll see. All our shots were terrible, but we'll pattern it. Don't worry. Joga, Joga Bonito, Joga Bonito, FC. So after Spurs, after Eze, Spurs want another winger. Yeah, it's not looking good, brother. Yeah, they're spending the cash, man. They're spending the dough. I'll be real. They are spending the dough in it. They're trying to be fair, they're in the Champions League, so I think they're trying to get better depth. But you got to wonder, where does that leave someone like Brendan Johnson, who again scored again? Someone that again not a lot of people rate, but he's efficient for Spurs. He does get goals. You know what I'm saying? I think his overall performances, obviously, sometimes are there to be desired for sure. But overall, I do feel like he does score a lot of goals, man, when he's there, man. So we'll have to wait and see what kind of role he plays into the team. Big up on Twitch, man. Big up Z. It says, will Donnarumma join Man United? I'm not too sure, bro. I'm not too sure if he'll join. You know, I feel like potentially they might go for a keeper that's a bit cheaper, and potentially on lower wages than what Donnarumma's going to want. Because at the minute, you're looking at potentially 250K a week for a Donnarumma keeper. So I don't know whether Man United will be willing to pay that, if I'm being honest, bro. So potentially you might see a low keeper. I did see somewhere, I don't know if it was true, that Diego Costa from Porto, who was wildly touted as one of the best keepers in Europe. Apparently there was a bid going in for him for 20 million euros. I was like, what? Why is it so cheap? So yeah, that's very interesting. Speaking of keepers, onto Ederson. Ederson awaits Manchester City transfer completion for a replacement before seeding exit. Manchester City's completion of a deal for Donnarumma is currently being held. Is currently holding back a move for Ederson to Galatasaray, according to new claims. Interesting, because normally it's the other way around. Normally it's you got to get a replacement off the books and then you get a keeper in. But they're saying that they're going to sign Donnarumma first, which is kind of weird because they've already got Trafford. So I don't know if that's true, man. I feel like it's the other way around. The Brazilian goalkeeper has faced a growing uncertainty over his future over the summer, with clubs in Europe keeping close tabs on his availability. Galatasaray have long emerged as the most advanced suitor. For the Pep Guardiola side, the issue of replacing Ederson is not straightforward. The 32-year-old has been a cornerstone for Manchester City's system since the arrival from Benfica in the summer of 2017, offering both elite shot stopping and unveiled distribution that underpins the side's build-up play. Any potential successor, therefore, must fit seamlessly into the tactical blueprint, a factor that has seen Donnarumma linked with serious intent, despite the Italian's reputation as a more traditional shot stopper. At the same time, City have been keen to project calmness around the situation. The Premier League giants have stressed their preference to keep Ederson despite his contract running until 2026. Now, according to information contained within a wider report from the Mail's Sport Jack, it is a highlight that Manchester City have made it plain over the last week that they want Ederson to. I don't get what's going on here. Do they want him to stay or go? What is this, man? In fact, they only want what that looks inconceivable, with club officials looking for a new goalkeeper. However, the report points towards other sources who have suggested a different theory with regards to the situation. So I don't know whether they're trying to leave or stay for sure. What's your Ballon d'Or predictions? Yeah, Dembele's going to win it, man. Dembele, after winning the Champions League, the treble, I think he's going to win it. I personally would go with Yamal, but yeah, I think Dembele's going to win it, man. You guys in the comments, let me know what you think. Batten, Simmons, and Garnacho, then we are done. Bro, 3 more man, bro. And the fact that you're probably going to get good money for Jackson and Cuckoo as well, and probably someone else you're probably going to sell. So, yeah, you'd have to rate your window, man. That would be a very good window if you were to get all those players in as well. But yeah, we'll see. It's claimed that Ederson is actually waiting on Manchester City finalising the move for PSG, Donnarumma before joining Galatasaray. Such a domino effect will take place. It would represent one of the most significant goalkeeper shakeups in European football. Donnarumma is still only 26. He's open to a Premier League switch, while Ederson will be departing England after a 9-year trophy-laden season. looking ahead, much depends on whether City manage to secure their demands for Ederson from Galatasaray during negotiations that remain ongoing, while Donnarumma's camp continues to push the idea of England as his next step. For Manchester City fans, the possibility of direct swap in stature between Ederson and Donnarumma presents both an exciting and a certain level of uncertainty. While the Italian stopper carries immense pedigree, replacing a club icon at the heart of Pep Guardiola's system would be no small task. So yeah, interesting to see how that game keeps on. We need to keep Jackson. Oh, you want to keep him now? Interesting, man. I need him in the squad. I mean, to be fair, you know what? If you're not going to replace him direct, because he's a striker / winger, but you play him up front, yeah, and you're not going to get obviously an out-and-out striker. He's probably going to be replaced by like a Garnacho or whatnot. Maybe you do. Because again, one injury to João Pedro or Liam Delap, that means you really got one striker to kind of come in and play. And you've got Champions League now as well. So yeah, you got to be able to obviously play two decent teams, especially if you've got hard games in both in terms of like 1 week. Say if you've got like a Liverpool or something, and then in the Champions League you got Barcelona. You want to be able to kind of rotate if necessary. So potentially, you know what? I'll be real. I mean, listen, Jackson definitely has his faults, and he's not clinical. And I can understand people saying, you know what I mean? He's probably Brentford, Crystal Palace level. But I think people are giving him more of a bad rap than making out like he's a worse player than he is. Because I still think he's a decent player. I still think he's got very good hold-up play, very good combinations with Cole Palmer, very good link-up play. It's just his finishing lets him down, and sometimes his decision-making, but more of his finishing, really. He misses too many easy chances. But I think as a squad player, I think he'd be all right. It's not like he costs loads of money. It's not like he's on massive wages. But looks like you're trying to push him out. So yeah. But yeah, big up everyone in the building, man. Make sure you guys like on the video. Only on 7 likes, man. Let's see if we can get this up to 10 likes, people. What's going on? Let's see if we can get this up to 10 likes for sure. But yeah, let's see what's going on in other news as well. Let's have a look. What is David Ornstein saying, man? So yeah, another. I mean, was this a bomber? I won't say it was, but yeah, Newcastle retained firm interest in Strad Larson. No, bro. I don't know if you guys think the same, but it just feels like the quality of targets for Newcastle is just getting lower and lower. No disrespect to Shred Larson, because he got 14 league goals last year, so he had a decent season, especially at Wolves. But bro, being linked with Sesko and Ikatike, and then you're going down to Jackson, and now you're going down to Shred. Like, it's just, brother, it's crazy. Not more advanced than other options, but the 25-year-old Wolves forward among small group being considered. Obviously, he's keen, but obviously not agitating the move. Yeah, Tottenham talks with Crystal Palace over Eze deal ongoing. Tottenham pursuing an agreement as Crystal Palace continue replacement search. He-Chan, unrelated target from Wolves, attacker wanted for depth. As obviously Eddie Nketiah injury. I think he's going to be out for like 2 or 3 months, I think. Something like that. I think he's got a hamstring injury, so he's going to be out for a minute. So yeah, they kind of need to replace him. But yeah, He-Chan was all right at Wolves, man. He's not really had a look in since the new manager, but yeah, he was actually decent, so that won't be a bad replacement, to be fair. Obviously, that's just about Romero signing a new 4-year deal. After obviously being linked with Atletico Madrid for a while. So, yeah. But yeah, interesting, man. Interesting. Let me see what Fabrizio Romano's got to say for himself. Big up everyone in the building, man. Make sure you guys like on the video and subscribe to the channel. If you've not, if you want to become a member, it's pinned at the top of the chat, 99p, all of that good stuff. But yeah, on to what Fabrizio. Obviously, this is Wolves' new right back replacing Semedo. 12.5 million pound from Verona, so that should be interesting. Again, Liverpool have agreed terms with Mark Gahey. So yes, he's just retweeted that. So yeah, gonna be interested to see if Liverpool get Gahey. I assume they're going to within the next couple of weeks before the transfer window closes. That's obviously Leeds and get a deal over the line. I felt like they did very, very well yesterday, Leeds. Even though obviously it wasn't a penalty in my eyes, I still feel like they deserve to win the game anyway. First off, they were all over Everton, man. They just lacked a little bit of quality. But yeah, Everton had no shots at all in the entire first half. So I feel like on the balance of play, I think they did deserve probably the win in the end, innit? So, but yeah, I'm glad the two promoted sides are actually winning. I mean, someone said there was a stat going around that two promoted sides didn't win a game until November last year, and they've already done it in August. So that's obviously good news, and it's no surprise it's it's Leeds and Sunderland who have got massive fan bases. They're both big clubs, And I feel like the stadium and the fans and obviously the excitement being back in the Premier League definitely helped both of those teams to victory as well. But yeah, big up everyone in the building, man. Make sure you guys like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you're new, if you've not done it already. Just going through some transfer news. Manchester United consider Zertsky not for sale this summer. Decision made by the board and Ruben Amorim months ago, never in talks with any Italian club. Obviously, just came to the club literally last year. But it looks like Rasmus Højlund is going to be on his way out. Apparently, Napoli are going to be looking at him, considering Lukaku is going to be out for 3 months with a undisclosed injury. So, yeah, that could be potential. That could be potentially a signing that goes their way for sure. Manchester United are aware of Jadon Sancho's plans to consider different proposals after rejecting Roma on Monday. United insists for Sancho to find a resolution soon as possible. What do you guys make of Sancho in general, man? Because I just feel like, I don't know why, don't know, man. For me, it just feels like he doesn't care about football. Like, you got plenty of opportunities. You could have stayed at Chelsea if you lowered your wage demand. You could have gone to Juventus. You could have gone to Roma. You could have gone to Dortmund. But like, it's all to do with his wages. No one's willing to pay you 350k. I understand that's what you think you're entitled to because again, you've signed a contract for that amount, or is it 250? Whatever obviously the wages is. No one's willing to pay it. You got to put your wages down to make sure the club can afford a fee and you playing at a club for a regular period of time. I just feel like he's just kind of stagnating his own career because he's trying to look for money that's not going to come. No one's going to pay that for him. Do you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Big up. Are there any upcoming Saudi transfers? I don't think so, bro, to be honest with you. I didn't really see anything. I'll have to go through it in a minute, man. But, yeah, big up yourself. But, yeah, with Sancho, man, I just feel like potentially he needs to book up his ideas, man, for sure. Book up his ideas, man, for sure, man. Because, yeah, I don't think at the minute he's going to get a club that he's going to be happy with in terms of where they are in their league and also the wages. It's not going to be both. He's going to have to compromise for sure. And he's obviously run out of time. There's only 2 weeks left. He's still at Man United. And even with Man United in terms of selling, man, they've still got Anthony. They've still got Malacia. They've still got Sancho. Rashford's just gone. Garnacho's still there. I think Garnacho will probably leave. But again, I think they're going to have to compromise with that as well. I feel potentially they're going to have to accept maybe 30 million, apart from the 50 million that they want. So, yeah, a lot of news, man. A lot of news when it comes to that for sure. But, yeah, let me get back to it. Just talking about Roma there. Obviously, just on about Leeds signing your man there from AC Milan. So, at least they're trying to make moves. I think that might be it, man. Obviously, just talking about Chiesa wanted to leave. Chiesa and his agent have informed Liverpool about his clear desire to stay at the club now. Because Chiesa considered to leave in June, July when Liverpool rejected bids for Diaz and was left at the tour. Now Diaz left, more space and that goal to open new chapter. You know what? I know obviously he's injury prone and maybe you can't really rely on him, but he's a quality player. He was before obviously all the injuries. And I feel like even if you could get 50, 60, 70% of that player back, that would be an added addition to the squad that they probably didn't have last year because they didn't use him. So, yeah, I think if there's potential for him to stay rather than going out and buying someone else again, because they've bought a lot of players already, I think I'll be open to that. Obviously, he's already scored the winning goal more than he did last season. So it could be, again, this is what I like about the new season, sorry. They're not linear, man. Just because he didn't do anything last season doesn't mean it's going to be the same. Richarlison already doing probably more than he did the whole of last season. Already won games. So, yeah, different season, different kind of types of players as well. Alvarez looks like he could be on his way to Fenerbahce. He's strongly wanted by Jose Mourinho. So, that is a move potentially. Obviously, some signing news for you. Al Hilal's £25 million, 25 million euro bid for Locatelli was obviously turned down by Juventus. Juventus said no immediately. Do not want Locatelli to leave in any case, and the player is not obviously indicated in any direction in any indication. Sorry, that he wants to leave as well. So yeah, don't think he's going to be going either. In Cuckoo, negotiations between Bayern and Chelsea will continue from tomorrow, as current status is still no agreement. Bayern insisting of initial loan. Chelsea only want a permanent transfer. And Cuckoo wants to move since January. Deal on, but no agreement done or close yet. Interested. Very interested, man. Who will be the top scorer of the Premier League this season? Mbeumo or Gyökeres? Oh, I've got to go for Gyökeres, man. Even though Mbeumo got 20 goals last year. But I've got to try and back my striker to score. But he's not going to score that many goals if we don't change our style for sure. Arsenal need to make sure they become more of a transitional team, more of a chance creation team, because we're struggling with that at the minute, man. we don't really create that many chances unless it's from corners. So that has to change. Whether it will or not, I don't know. But again, people listen. Gyökeres, like yesterday, obviously his performances. Sunday his performance wasn't good. However, the team did not facilitate him at all. He didn't. He had 3 touches in the opposition box. He had no shots. Like that's your main striker. And then when Havertz came on, he had no shots either. So yeah, that's a team issue for sure. Sancho is a free in the summer, so by January he can join a new club. Okay, makes sense. So he'll be getting a signing on fee. United may as well just pay him off now. I won't walk away from the money either. He's not 26 until next March, so he's still got so much time. Actually miss Sancho on the weekend for the low block. Gyökeres is fucking ass, man, with a laughing emoji. Obviously, he's getting cooked, bro. He's getting cooked in a minute. But again, and João Pedro did niche as well, bro. He look rubbish, fam. He did nothing. What did he do against Brighton? Absolutely jack. So did Black did nothing as well, bro. So again, it's one of those ones, man. It's first game of the season. This is probably the only time you're gonna be able to say this, innit? Before he starts scoring. So I hear it, man. But yeah, it is what it is, man. Obviously, Wirtz looked terrible as well. When he played against Bournemouth, obviously he looked lightweight. He was getting dashed off the ball by Semenyo. Well, again, it's only one game, innit? You know what I'm saying? You're always gonna get it. This is the thing with football Twitter now, or the football community now, bro. Again, you can't even have one bad half. Never mind one game, and everyone's on you. You're just terrible. You're the worst thing ever. You're the worst thing ever, man. You're the worst thing ever. So yeah, is what it is, man. Is what it is. Obviously, you can't even come after João Pedro after, bro. No one cares about the Club World Cup anymore, bro. That's done. That's over. You got to move on now, geezer. We're in the Premier League now, yeah. We're in the Premier League now. No one's thinking about that anymore. What are you doing in the Prem, G? What are you doing in the Prem? But you see, Gyökeres' overall play ass. Same with the lap. That's terrible. Now, obviously, he's a goal scorer, isn't it? You can say the same with Haaland, man. You can say the same with Haaland, isn't it? Obviously, the only kind of signing that's looked decent in obviously the first maybe couple of games, or the first game in the Premier League was Ekitike, bro. He's not the best one. But again, it's a marathon, not a sprint. You know what I'm saying? The ones that look good today might not look good overall. You know what I'm saying? So I said he actually looks so bad with a laughing emoji. Will Alvarez join City again? I'm not too sure, bro. I don't think so, my bro. I don't think so. I feel like he's probably happy at your man there, at Atletico Madrid. So I think he's going to be happy there, man. Big up Shane, man. Big up yourself, brother. Big up Tops on the chat. Big up yourself, man. Make sure you go over and subscribe to Shane. Always doing good things over on his side, man. Big up yourself. And yeah, man. Hopefully you are well, my friend. But yeah, obviously just going off. Let me go off of some Arsenal news as well, man. I've just seen about potentially selling players. So yeah, Arsenal are in talks with Porto over Kivior, Stuttgart over Vieira, and Fulham over Nelson. But there's thus far, no offer has satisfied their demands. I mean, for me, bro, we need to start getting a move on with these deals. That Fulham link, well, that was like middle of July, and we're in the middle of August, and no movement at all. There's no thoughts on a bid rejected. There's been more movement on Fulham trying to go after Kevin, that guy from Shakhtar Donetsk, the Brazilian winger, rather than anything about Nelson. So I don't know what's happening with that. Obviously, I read an article earlier about Stuttgart wanting more, not wanting to pay more than 17 million all in, including add-ons. Obviously, Arsenal are holding out for 25 million. Whether they can get that or not, I don't know. But again, they are running out a lot of time. And then, yeah, Kivior was left out of the squad against Man United. Obviously, we won the game 1-0 because apparently there's talks with FC Porto are advancing. So potentially we could be selling him. The thing about Kivior is, and again, it is about selling at the right time. Personally, I would have kept him just because, again, Calafiori is injury prone. You don't know what's going to happen with Gabriel. Can he last the season? Kivior can come in and fill in. However, if there's a chance to sell him and he wants to leave, then you got to just get rid of him, man, and obviously get some decent money for him. But for me, you're looking at a replacement, because if Zinchenko's leaving as well, you're leaving yourself a little bit light just at the back, because again, that means you've got Mascara, Gabriel, and Saliba as your centre-back kind of options. Calafiori is going to be at left-back. So, yeah, I think you're leaving yourself a little bit short for sure. Big up Dre, man. Says, big up Tops. One bad half. You're the bro. Honestly, bro, this is football. Unfortunately, man, this is football. One bad half, one half of a game, one bad touch. Because we're in an age where you just get clipped with everything now, and one mistake, you're getting cooked for it. Yeah, and and the thing is, it's so like exaggerated. You're the worst thing I've ever seen, kind of thing, because you didn't control the ball first time. You know what I'm saying? But so going it. That's just the way of football, man. Obviously, every fan does it to every other team. I seen the pictures of Mbuemo, and people saying Kinder Bueno in it, and it was just it was an AI picture of Mbuemo, and he's just overweight because he didn't score. This is what I'm saying. And he had a decent game, but he didn't score, so people were just cooking him. So yeah, it's just part of parcel. This is why I don't really take any notice of it. To be fair, you got to judge people at the end of the season for sure, because again, it's only one game, people, in terms of individual performance. Is Julian Alvarez better than Messi? What, right now, or obviously overall? No way. Well, right now, probably. I mean, Messi's obviously not been playing in a competitive European league for a minute now. So, and Alvarez is probably in his prime. So, yeah, probably, man. Big up yourself at Voodoo Doll Gaming, man. I hope you are well. Our guy Tops in the building, man. Big up yourself, brother. Good to see you in the building as always, my bro. Make sure you guys like the video, man, and subscribe if you've not done it already. Latvian good morning, people. Big up yourself, bro. Hope you are well, my guy. Good to see you in the building, man. But yeah, just obviously on about Arsenal news here. The interested clubs, will hope Arsenal lower their expectations in the remainder of the window. I feel like that's what's going to obviously come to fruition, and maybe probably next week, man. Because Arsenal cannot. I mean, I don't think we're going to sign anyone else anyway. I think that's done, in it. I think you've got your left winger in Madueke, you've got your striker in Alcaraz, and that's it. However, I think personally, if Arsenal want to get some obviously people off the wage bill, because again, you had look at the squad on the bench. And that was no Max Dowman. There was no Kivior. There was no Vieira. There was no Lukonga. There was no Norgard. So when you look at it in terms of how many players you can play, and again, you obviously still need some players left over because you're going to get some injuries. This is us without no one's injured. I don't think. No one's injured apart from Norgard. So you're not going to get that all throughout the season. You're going to get injuries, so you're going to need players that are not even in the squad now ready to come in and fill in those spots. Otherwise, you're going to be playing youngsters. So I understand that. But at the same time, people like Lukonga, Vieira, these guys need to be shipped out, man. Like we can't be keeping these guys. Carl Hines, another one. You got to be shipping them out. So otherwise, yeah, you're going to be playing players that are not even going to be in weekly squads. Reece Nelson, another one, not in the squad. Like just make sure you can try and negotiate a deal to get him obviously off the books on a permanent basis. For my in my personal opinion, on Vieira, talks are centered on a loan with an obligation if certain performances-led targets are met. Oh my days, man! Loan with it's crazy. A figure in the region of 17 has been discussed. So even that's poor, bro. Oh my days, man! So even that's a loan. I said the thing is. So that's a loan with an option, really. It's not even an obligation, because if certain performances are not met, he's going to be back at Arsenal. So if he just played amount of times, maybe amount of goals, maybe amount of performances or assists, I don't know how you're going to do it, man. Certain performance-led targets. So that must be goals and assists and appearances. They're the kind of performance-led targets that you kind of put in a kind of a deal. So yeah, that's a dead deal, to be fair. I'll be real, because there's no guarantee he's going to do anything there. Do you know what I'm saying? And then he's just going to be back at Arsenal. Levante would like to take keeper Hein on loan. Bro, man, no one wants to buy these players, fam. It's just loan. Big up Mayhem. I bottled the EFPL already. Nah, it's only the first game, bro. Only the first game, my guy. You've not bottled anything. It's literally only one game. I'm back. Third on Saturday, 9 a.m. And then I'm 10th. Listen, there's a long way to go, my brother. A long way to go. You've already obviously played is it wild card you've done? So yeah. But yeah, man, it's a Portuguese squad. It's strong enough to win the. You know what? With the World Cup here, I just feel like with those competitions, it depends who's got the most momentum. It depends which kind of group you get, etc., etc. So I won't rule out any kind of team really, because you've seen England get to semi-finals, you've seen Croatia get to a final, and no one had them touted before. So yeah, man. Big up Lavin Guinness says more loans than the bank. 100%, bro. Honestly, man, the amount of loans we've had is crazy. No permanent deals at all. I mean, we've not sold anyone yet, so it's actually kind of mad. But yeah, Tottenham find themselves in a one-horse race for Eze, while no agreement was reached after further talks on Monday. Conversations continue, and that remains a good chance that the move will happen. No Arsenal then. So yeah, that's basically saying Arsenal are not going to be involved in that Eze race, which we probably all knew anyway. Obviously, this was the exclusive I read out earlier. Also told by Stuttgart to lower their demands for a Fabio Vieira. The Germans only want to pay a maximum 17 million, including add-ons, while Arsenal are eyeing up a deal closer to 25. Stuttgart ready to move on to other targets if talks break down. more on obviously the Sun football. So yeah, man, I think potentially they're probably gonna have to make a compromise, man, to be honest with you. But yeah, either so, we just need to get these guys gone out in a minute. UAK Tops. Yeah, I'm all good, bro. I'm all good, my guy. Hopefully you are well yourself, my brother. Big up Robbo, great show with Josh last night. Big up yourself. Apologies I couldn't make it, man. But yeah, I did obviously tuned in on the playback, man. So yeah, big up yourself, Latvian Guna for the show, and obviously big up Josh as well, man. Definitely have to try and make the next one for sure, man. Big up everyone in the building, man. Make sure you guys like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you've not done it already. I'm just going through obviously everything Arsenal news as well. Tottenham and Crystal Palace chairman Daniel Levy, the Steve Parish in direct contacts for Eze deal. Understand Spurs are willing to offer 55 million fixed fee plus 5 million add-ons to get the deal done. Yeah, that's literally only what 5 million more we paid for Madueke, which is crazy. Eze informed Palace last week of his desire to join. And obviously, Madueke is Eze is someone that can literally do more kind of jobs than Madueke in terms of he can play out wide, he can play in the 10, he can play in the 8. Madueke is just both wings. And again, he's not consistent. We know this. He's not consistent. He's gonna have stinker games. No one for me, that's kind of the grown analysis of him anyway. Like we all know deep down he's not the right guy for where we're trying to go with supposedly projects in terms of Arsenal. So yeah, crazy, man. Big up everyone in the building. Big up Vuvu Doll Gaming. Come on, man. Appreciate that. Come on. Big up Latvian Goon every single time. Big up Vuvu Doll. Big up Latvian, man. Says Ornstein claims Arsenal are not in the race for Eze anymore. So who are we getting for left wing? Schürrle, Draxler, Massive Schürrle, you know. Schürrle was a baller as well. I mean, Draxler had a decent run too, but yeah. Big up yourself, bro. I don't know, man. I don't think we're gonna get anyone. I think Darren was right all this time. I think the business is done. I think ST said it as well. The business is done, and maybe the thing is, it's a catch-22, man. Because this is what annoys me. They always do this. They always lower expectation to the point where everyone thinks business is done, and then maybe if they pull out a loan, everyone's just grateful. They did exactly the same with Sterling. This is why everyone was just happy that we just got someone over the line because we thought we weren't going to buy no one. And I feel like that they potentially will do the same. And don't rule out a Nkuku on loan or someone like that on loan who you're like, why are we getting this guy for? Don't rule it out, man. Do not rule it out. So I don't know, but personally, I think we're probably not going to sign anyone. I do feel like potentially Trossard might be on his way out, though, potentially. But I'm not sure if we're going to get them the amount of money that we want for him, if I'm being honest. But the fact that he didn't come on against Man United, even though he was on the bench, I feel like that was kind of a clear message. Like, look, you're going to struggle to get game time here. You might as well push for a move while you can in it. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah. Arsenal on Gary Neville on Arsenal's recent result versus the Big Six. This is brilliant. This is everything Arsenal weren't 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago. Everything that we wanted them to be. When you think of the old Arsenal sides, they were tough, but they had great backlines. They could go see games out 1-0. They kept clean sheets in big games. Again, like I said, this is all fine and great, but you need to put trophies with it, man. This is like ordering at a restaurant and just ordering a burger and chips. So you just get the chips. It's like, yeah, this is fine, but we need the main course meal now. Like this has to equivalent to trophies. Otherwise, this is kind of irrelevant. I'll be real. Like, it only matters if you obviously pick up silver at the end of the day, in my opinion. For Arsenal, they've got a resilience and toughness about them. That's very few teams that can go up. And what I will say, and again, I didn't think the performance was great, but I will credit Arsenal for the resilience because they definitely could have buckled under pressure. We've seen it many times with Arsenal when they've got a bit of pressure on them. That they buckle, especially away from home. But they didn't, and they did keep resolute. And obviously, they were, for the most part, decent defensively. So I will give them credit. It's just the offensive players were just atrocious, man, in terms of execution, what they tried to do. And yeah, not obviously getting the best out of our players. Man said, Flopperez, man. Man, you got Liam the lap dance, brother. Liam the lap dance, fam. Allow it. And that B-Tech Richarlison up front, man. That João Pedro. That B-Tech Richarlison, fam. Stinking out the gaff. I said Allison or a bit. I said Allison, man. I said Liam the clap. Yeah, love that. Liam the clap, fam. Who's the latest out of favour at Chelsea? Who will end up with them? Nkuku, bro. Nkuku. Don't be surprised if we try and go for Garnacho as well. He's at Man United, so he's a left winger. So yeah, man. Oh man, this club, man. They fail to surprise me every single time. Obviously, talking about the foul there potentially. But yeah, to be fair, I did agree with Neville there. I don't think it was a foul here. I feel like everyone's pushing and shoving. Someone's on Gabriel there. There's another player on another player there. Obviously, Saliba's got a hold of Mount and obviously a little bit blocking off Bendia. But yeah, kind of 6s and 7s to be fair. Jared Gillett has been appointed for the referee for Arsenal's home game against Leeds on Saturday evening. So that should be interesting. Jackson. Oh, yeah, Jackson's another one. He was linked with Villa, might be, or in Cuckoo. Yeah, Jackson is not a bad shout, for the simple fact that he can play left wing as well. And he's a striker option, man. So, listen, you can't rule anything. We've already bought 2 players from Chelsea already. So, why not make it free, eh? Why not make it free? So, yeah, I won't rule anything out, people. Will not rule anything out. But yeah, man, obviously, apparently, this is going to be our away kit for next season, man. The reverse bruised banana kit. So instead of it being obviously yellow with blue and red, it's going to be blue with yellow and red on top of it. So that should be interesting. Very interesting how that comes out. Mikel Arteta wants to strengthen his left wing options, but sales must come before he can do any more transfer business. Leandro Trossard is most likely to leave at this stage, as Brentford, Aston Villa, and several foreign clubs have shown interest in the player. Listen, if you can try and get 25, 30 mil for him, I feel like, yeah, that would be a good time to sell him, if I'm being honest. And I think he'll be good at Aston Villa, man, if I'm being honest. He'll be good at Aston Villa. So that could be one to watch out for sure. Latvian Guna, Jackson used to be a left winger for Villarreal back in the day. Also versatile, perfect for Mikel Arteta. Yep, I agree. Potentially, I agree, bro. I think don't rule it out, man. Don't rule it out. I think potentially that could be one to watch for sure. Because yeah, as long as he's still at Chelsea and they want to sell and they want to recuperate, it wouldn't not surprise me if we pay 60 mil for this guy. And people are going to be like, not even shocked, which is a bad thing, by the way, that transfer dealings that obviously we all find out are going to be ridiculous. We're not even shocked that we're also going to be doing. I said, just sell him already, for fuck's sake. No, I agree, bro. I agree. I feel like at this moment in time, man, just all of the players that are linked with the move away, we need to just get rid of them. Do you know what I'm saying? We need to just get rid of them for sure. Gyökeres has played 1 game and already written off. Let's go back to when. Listen, this is what I'm saying, man. Let's go back to when Henry came and didn't hit the ground running. But the rest is history. Listen, there's a load of players. Even Dennis Bergkamp didn't obviously start particularly well either. Like, bro, there's a load of players that have slow starts, man. A load of players. But again, obviously, rivals just getting their licks in now before he starts scoring, in it. that's literally what it is, bro. So I hear it, man. I hear it. You gotta get them while they're down, in it. Like, even though he played 60 minutes and we still won the game, and the whole team was terrible, not just him. So, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens, obviously, on Saturday against Leeds. But yeah, it's one of those ones where obviously Victor Gyökeres, in terms of his overall play, he was never going to be pretty in terms of how he performed. He's not linked, and this is the thing, and this is where you can't win. Obviously, we've got players already who can obviously combine well and whatnot, and whether it's Saka, Odegaard, whatever. But we don't need that. We need a goal scorer. We get a goal scorer. People are moaning about his overall play. It's like, bro, I don't care about how he plays. Just score goals. We need a goal scorer. We need a number 9 that just puts the ball in the back of the net. Do you know what I'm saying? We need to go into games thinking, again, we need to just create for this guy so you make sure he scores. Which, again, we've not had since Aubameyang, really. You know what I'm saying? So it is... Ellie's fat striker is a fat. Look at this fat shaming, man. He's not even fat. What the hell? My days, bro. Exactly, Voodoo. Even me, I lost first 5 games as Arsenal manager career mode. I went on a 28-game unbeaten streak. This is what I'm saying, Latvian man. This is what I'm saying, brother. Like, again, you got to get time to cook. When you got time to cook, then you're there, bro. I'm telling you. You are there for sure, man. Big up everyone in the building, man. Make sure you guys like the video and subscribe to the channel if you've not already, man. But yeah, win, but lots to improve on for sure. Thanks for the support. That's obviously Madawaki. Why do they do that, by the way? Why do they cut, obviously, holes in their socks? I don't know if it's to do with their calf muscles or something like that. But yeah, Saka does it as well. It's kind of strange. But obviously, that's the days unbeaten against the Big Six. 844 days from Man City, 1,000 days. But again, even though that's all great and stuff, but yeah, I want some trophies, man. Not our best performance, but still an open day win. Come on, you Gunners. Yeah, there's obviously Arsenal's talking about the wins at Old Trafford. Listen, I feel like, again, maybe I've obviously I'm talking about my own team and obviously being disappointed with how we performed. But to be fair, I'm just happy we beat Man United, because the amount of Man United fans, the majority were confident they were going to win the game. Not draw, They were going to win the game, bro. No, I mean, Carlos was even saying, yeah, Man United got something for me. I remember that, Carlos, actually. I remember that as well. Yeah, about they've got something for me. No, nah. I don't think so, mate. On my worst day, they can't beat me still. You get me? So, yeah. But yeah, Gyökeres will back against Leeds 100%. Fingers crossed he does, brother. Fingers crossed he does, my guy. But yeah, gaming triple captain on EFPL worth a shot. Listen, make sure you guys join up to my EFPL, man, as well. If you're not part of the league, it's on one of my posts, or I think Carlos put it in the chat as well. So make sure you guys join up and sign up to that for sure. If you've not already, if you're playing EFPL, we're doing a T-Chan Zone Sports League as well, man. So make sure you join in, man, and make sure you're part of it. Did Anthony's contract at Betis, and yes, bro, it was only a loan anyway. It was only a 6-month loan. So by the time, obviously, he was always going to go back to Manchester United, but they haven't got anyone to really kind of come in and buy him, man. I think Real Betis can't afford the actual fee as well as his wages as well. So yeah, I've not really seen him being linked. And maybe Saudi, I think, and that was like early in the window, like late June, early July, that I seen he was linked with another team, but. Bar that, bro, I've not really seen too much other teams linked with him. If I'm being honest, man. If I'm being honest, they cut their socks to help with the blood flow. Okay, big up yourself, Vidal. Thanks for letting me know. I always wondered why they did that, man. But yeah, big up yourself for telling me and letting me know about that. Okay, you learn something new every day, man. Obviously, that's Man United's or Arsenal's recent record against Man United. Only like one defeat when Rashford scored the 2 goals. That's probably the best we've actually played at Old Trafford. And that's the one we lost. Do you know what I'm saying? The other ones, the draw, we were terrible. We should have lost that game. And even the 2023-2024 season, they had like a misfit team. And we didn't perform particularly well, but we still won the game. And then obviously at the Emirates, we just normally beat them every year, to be fair. So yeah. But yeah, just seeing if there's any more kind of transfer news while I'm in here, man. Big up everyone in the building, man. Make sure you guys like the video and subscribe, like I always say. But yeah, obviously the Nkuku's got that link there. Potentially Akanji could be on his way to Galatasaray as well. Galatasaray approached Man City for Akanji as a potential target for a centre-back. Galatasaray also speaks to the player's agent as well. Decision up to Akanji, who's not made their final choice yet. So Manchester City are definitely having some kind of different kind of structure in place in terms of trying to get some players out, get some new players in, and going on from there. So we'll have to wait and see, man. Potentially Galatasaray getting Akanji and Ederson in the same window, man, which could be very interesting as well. Yeah, just going through obviously all the news. Another one here, Leon Bailey. Obviously, he's leaving Aston Villa. He will undergo his medical as a new Roma player on Tuesday. So he's going to go to Italy. He's landing on Tuesday morning, as always, planned by the club. What's your thoughts on obviously his kind of time at Aston Villa? I feel like it's been very underwhelming. I feel like he has got qualities and he showed it in spurts and one-off games, but I just feel like he's not done enough in a Villa shirt really since he's been there, man. Kind of disappointing. I thought he'd be one of those kind of, one of the best wingers that don't play for like the big 4 or big 5 or 6 or whatever. But he's not really shown that in terms of consistency as well. So yeah, big up Vidal. Everyone seems to be doing these leagues this season for sure. Definitely. Be at the Emirates every year except for FA Cup against except for the one in the FA Cup, man. Which I don't know how we lost that, man. I don't know how. That could have been a second offense right there. Because how could you not beat 10 men at home after extra time as well? After the chance we missed, and we missed the penalty as well in the game. So yeah, crazy, man. Jarek Grudis made his loan obviously yesterday. Didn't really do too much, man. I wasn't really expecting him to do a lot. He's not really played a lot of football since obviously he got ostracized at Manchester City, falling out with the manager. So yeah, not really surprised there. But didn't really do too much if I'm being honest. Romero signed a new contract there. And yeah, obviously Bendo getting £25 million move to Bournemouth. How Liverpool do it, I do not know. Inter will talk to Lookman Gray agent, in the next 24 hours. Expected to inform the Nigerian forward about deal off. Oh my days, man. Listen, Arsenal. Do what you need to do. Negotiations with Atlanta are completely frozen since 2 weeks ago. Do what you need to do, man. If there's an opportunity there, do what you need to do, bro. 40 million, boom. New left winger Dessa. You get me? Because he's someone that can play across the front three as well. And then, it's an upgrade on Martinelli for sure, man. Because Martinelli's thinking out the gap. Again, like I said, and I said it on obviously last week, you know what you're going to get with Martinelli, man. There's just no point even kind of having a go at him anymore, bro. He just like someone said, I think on Twitter, like these guys just, you know what they're going to do when before the game starts, and they just never let you down, but not in a good way. They kind of do what you think they're going to do. Leon Bailey to Roma. Here we go. Verbal agreement with Aston Villa for £2 to £3 million loan plus a £22 million buyout clause. Bailey only wanted Roma as a priority, as reported last week. Deal now agreed in principle. Media authorization expected next. So yeah, potentially he's going to be going for £20 million, something like that. So. Not a bad deal. This is what I'm saying about clubs outside of the Premier League. If they pay for one of your players, maximum you're getting is £25 million, maybe 30 maximum. They're not playing any more than that. So I don't know whether this is the alternative to Sancho, because obviously they're after a winger, obviously, and they've just gone for the cheaper one in terms of like a loan and whatnot. So, but yeah, here that's him in the Roma kit. Must say, okay, tops Lookman, also Mania. Oh, that's a very good question, man. I think Lookman, I think Lookman, because I think Semenyo is obviously better on the right. He can't play on the left, but I think he's better on the right. I think Lookman is good on either side, personally. I think he's very good on the left, actually. If you look at his Europa League goals, he's basically like the other version of Saka, but just the other foot, like someone that plays on the left. He can play on the right, obviously, as well, but just obviously cuts onto his right foot. Do you know what I'm saying? But he's obviously cool, calm, and composed. But yeah, I rate Lookman, man. I think he's a good player, personally. But yeah, I take either. To be fair, both of them are better than Martinelli. Let's be real. And I'm probably Trossard at this moment in time because he's declining, because of age wise and whatnot. So yeah. Obviously, this was the news earlier about Napoli had direct contact with Manchester United today following Lukaku's injury, as he'll be out for more than 3 months. Napoli asked for a loan deal conditions for Rasmus Højlund. Man United want to keep obviously Zertsky. No talks despite link away. Clear plan from Ruben Amorim. So yeah, Amorim wants to keep Zertsky, wants to get rid of Højlund. Højlund going to Napoli would be a good move for Højlund for sure, because obviously Napoli are in the Champions League. They are the Italian champions as well. I don't know how he would be an adequate replacement for Lukaku, but again, Italian league, he has already played in there for Atlanta. He might go back there and obviously rediscover his form there. It might be a bit of an easier league for him compared to the Premier. But yeah, his time at Man United is over. They've just got to write that one off. If we're being honest, man, that's a lot of money to spend. £72 million, I think it was. So, but yeah, he's got to write it off. Unfortunately for him, I think he was always going to be a risk buying a young player that's not playing in the Premier League without kind of any kind of supporting acts. I feel like they've definitely learned from that this season, Man United. That's why they got Mbeumo and Cunha. So when Sesko maybe isn't scoring or maybe isn't obviously fulfilling his due diligence in terms of goals, those guys can kind of pick up the slack and maybe obviously chip in and make sure they go and win some games. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how they do against Fulham, actually, to be fair, because again, now you've got a better attacking, obviously, prowess. Let's see how you do in terms of against obviously a team that you should be beating if you want to get back into the European places, in my opinion. So yeah, man. Obviously, it's all about Romero. So yeah, just kind of the same kind of news now, really. To be fair, big up everyone obviously in the building, man. Make sure you guys like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're new as well. So yeah, but yeah, in terms of your question, Latvian man, I'm definitely gonna go with probably Lookman, bro. But again, I'll take either one. I feel like either one would be an upgrade on what we've got right in a minute. And yeah, for me, bro, I just want to see Madueke as the backup to Saka, man. Because again, you've seen it yesterday. Ideally, you would want to take Saka off and put Madueke on the right, and then your new winger take him off and bring Martinelli on. Because Martinelli cannot be a starting player for us. I'm sorry, it can't do it anymore, man. It just can't be a thing. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like it's got to be a thing where he's not starting for us on a regular basis, man, in my opinion. Because yeah, he's not at the level, man. He's not at the level anymore. For me, he's not at the level for me, man. But yeah, big up everyone in the building, man. Make sure you guys like the video and subscribe to the channel if you are new as well. I'm just gonna go through a final few things before we wrap up. Make sure you guys we're only on 13 likes, man. Let's see if we can get it up to 15 likes, man. Come on, people. Anyone who's obviously watching, who's not liked the video, make sure you like the video, man. Really helps obviously in an algorithm and makes more people see the content as well. So big up everyone that's obviously in the building. All 25 of you. But yeah, I'm just going to see what's going on here, man. But yeah, Naipan, who obviously was bought by Manchester City, is on loan to Middlesbrough. So that's going to be interesting. Obviously, again, touted to be the next older guard, apparently. Obviously, number 10 from Norway. So, yeah, Manchester City are trying to obviously loan him out. But let's see how that happens, man. Let's see how it works out. Sanchez said no to Roma, alone with an obligation to buy around 20 mil was nearly agreed with Man United, but the player refused. Inter Milan, Juventus, and the Turkish or Saudi club now waiting. So, bro, if he manages to get an Inter or a Juve, then fair play, man. Because I don't think personally his performances overall the last year or so has maybe warranted that kind of interest. But you could say he's still got potential. Still, he's only 25. So yeah, still in a position where potentially he could be on his way to a decent club. So we'll have to wait and see with that one. We'll have to wait and see for that one, man. Well, yeah, big up everyone in the building as always. I've just seen that. But yeah, I think potentially he's going to be a thing. Let me just talking Highbury. But yeah, I think potentially he needs to try and get a move this summer, really. And obviously Carlos was saying he's got a year left, but I think for his own sake, man, you kind of just need to get a fresh start. Man. Obviously Simon Collins has obviously just broke that AC Milan and Porto are both interested in Jakub Kiwior as the transfer window enters its final few weeks. So potential, it could be obviously him sold as well. I think he's going to get sold, man. The fact he was in the squad means we're kind of preparing without him already. So, which again, I think potentially if we can get some decent money for him and that can be reinvested into the squad, then obviously go for it, man. Definitely go for it. But yeah, that's just my kind of opinion on it, man. That's just my kind of opinion on it. But yeah, Trossard set to leave himself. Potentially, Eze is going to go to Spurs as well. So yeah, man. But yeah, I'm obviously going to head off now. Big up everyone that's already obviously been in the building as well. If you want to join my fantasy football league, make sure you do. I caught with the free hit. We'll have to wait and see, man. But yeah, make sure you guys join the fantasy football league as well, people. And whatnot. What's your prediction for the FA Cup, DFB, Coppa Italia, and Puka? Oh, FA Cup. I think I'll go for FA Cup. I might go for like an Aston Villa or Newcastle or something like that. I feel like they're going to carry on the momentum of having not one of the big six teams win it. So yeah, the Puka, Coppa Italia, I'll probably go for Inter Milan, and then the Puka, maybe like a Dortmund or something. I'm not sure, man. To be fair, I don't really watch the other leagues like that. But yeah, big up yourself for the question, man. You have to let me know what you think as well. Big up Jake, I'm back. So how you getting on? Not too bad, bro. Not too bad. Just going through obviously the transfer news with Arsenal. Obviously Chelsea, kind of same old really with obviously Javi Simmons trying to get rid of Nkunku first, I think, before plowing ahead with him. But yeah, obviously the window's winding down a little bit, so I feel like potentially when you're looking at potential signings and stuff like that, I feel like you're looking at probably the last week of the window where you probably see people like Arsenal maybe sell some players, Chelsea buying some more players, that's going to help improve their squad. Man United, they need to get a goalkeeper, probably a midfielder, an alternative to Baleba, because I don't think they'll be able to afford him now. I don't think Brighton will sell him this far close to the end of the window as well. I don't think they'll do it. Liverpool, this whole Isak thing, that's going to be like a last day, final day thing. I'm telling you, man. It was always going to be the case. I mean, that started, middle of July, end of July? And that one's definitely going to drag, man, for sure. So yeah, but yeah, a lot of business to be done elsewhere as well, man. Big up Voodoo Doll Gaming. Have a great day, or yeah, have a brilliant day for everyone that's in the building, man. Make sure you've liked the video, subscribe to the channel. If you want to become a member, it's pinned at the top of the chat as well. 99p, and also if you want to join the fantasy football Tops T-Chanto Sports League, it is obviously pinned on the post as well. The code and all that stuff. So yeah, make sure you join up with that. Have a great day, people. Have a great day, everyone, man. Big up everyone that's already tuned in as well. What's your prediction? Yeah, answered it, bro. FA Cup, I'd say Newcastle, Puka. I would say Dortmund, and then Coppa Italia, Inter Milan, bro. Have a great day. Take care, Tops. Have a brilliant day. Everyone that's in the building, really appreciate obviously all the support as well. And make sure you guys obviously have a good day yourselves, man. And like I said, take care. And I'll see you tomorrow for another Tops in the Morning show as well. So yeah, big up everyone in the building. Don't hate to play at the game. And until next time, people, I'm out. Peace.